According to clause 5.0 of the general instructions in the notification, the age limit provided in 18 to 33 years. Taking the date of birth of the petitioner as 10th January 1992, the petitioner's age is 26 years. Based on the date of birth of the petitioner as 10th January 1993, the petitioner's age would be 27 years. Therefore, irrespective of either of these dates, the petitioner falls within the prescribed age limit and is not barred by age. There is no dispute before us that the petitioner is duly qualified and eligible and holds a valid certificate as a person with disability. Para. The concept of fairness in dealing with person with disabilities is not only of treating them equal with others but of an affirmative action. The Supreme Court observed in Jija Ghosh and another verses Union of India and others that the key aspect of fairness is understanding that different individuals have varying needs, particularly those with disabilities. The Supreme Court in the case of Vikash Kumar versus Union Public Service Commission and others, elaborated the principle of reasonable accommodation, which entails providing additional support and facilities to persons with disabilities. Simply stating that discrimination against persons with disabilities is prohibited is insufficient. Additional support is required to mitigate the impact of disabilities. The principle of reasonable accommodation in Section 3 of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. In bracket, the Act of 2016 mandates both supplementary support to individuals with disabilities and facilitating their complete integration into society. This principle rises above the mere prohibition of discrimination. It means the proactive creation of conditions conducive to the persons with disabilities. A reasonable accommodation implies that the needs of individuals with disabilities must be acknowledged and remedied to a reasonable extent, respecting their differences and facilitating their full participation in all facts of life. The accommodation provided by law must be reasonable and tailored to the specific needs of each individual. Failing to meet the unique requirements of individuals with disabilities would contravene the principle of reasonable accommodation. Paragraph. The stand taken by the respondents that they are bound by the clause of advertisement to apply it uniformly and inflexibly, and they therefore cannot remedy the situation, in spite of court calling upon them to do so, overlooks the responsibility to treat persons with disabilities differently. The legislation for the disabled should not merely remain in the statute book, rather, the spirit behind the legislation must be applied by all authorities in its practical application, showing appropriate sensitivity and flexibility. Individuals such as the petitioner, who are 100% visually impaired cannot be expected to stand on equal footing with other candidates in terms of usual activities. Stop. Unless there is evidence of fraud, misrepresentation, or basic ineligibility, reasonable efforts should be made to modify the procedures to align with the objectives of the legislation. Stop. The Act of 2016 not only mandates ensuring equal opportunities for people with disabilities but also making necessary adjustment to meet their specific needs. Stop. Visually impaired individuals may make mistakes, such as typing errors, due to their impairment or may need to rely on others. Stop. These errors, stemming from their disability, should not result in discrimination or unfair treatment by employers. Stop. Rejecting the applications and then refusing to remedy the mistakes even within a reasonable time solely because of these errors, would contravene the principle of equality. Stop. Employers should ensure that minor mistakes due to disabilities do not lead to serious consequences such as loss of job opportunity itself. Stop. Respondents do not contend the mistake by the petitioner was deliberate or intended to achieve a certain end. Stop. By refusing to acknowledge that the case of the petitioner, a person with benchmark disability, needs to be handled with sensitivity and flexibility in the procedure, the respondents have failed to discharge its obligation under the Act of 2016.